All righty then. See, I'm getting ready to forget to record, but I'm recording to the cloud. Okay, greetings and good evening, everyone. Welcome. I am so excited to be here, and I am so excited that you are here with me. Welcome to day one of the Release Romance Summit. I am your host on this 3-day journey of a G&G conversation, and G&G stands for Good and Grown. I'm Dr. Michelle Clay, a physician, certified holistic health counselor, and clinical nutritionist, and tea lover, chief creator of Reality, a premium loose leaf herbal tea line to help you release stress, recharge health, and create a stress-free reality one cup at a time. And one of the
That was wrong.
ways to,
That's the wrong way to put it.
uh-oh, one of the best ways to create a stress-free reality is through intimacy. Intimacy, specifically horizontal positions, are one of the best ways to release stress. But guess what happens? When we are experiencing chronic stress, then what happens is that our libido goes down the toilet, okay? We don't have much of a sex drive at all. And the very thing to help us release stress, the very thing to help elevate us and lift us higher, because I don't know about you, but did you know that sex is a spiritual experience? When enjoyed with the right person and more of a divine partner, boy, you can elevate and build so much. So it inspired me in honor of Love Day, but Love Day is not just on February 14th. Love Day is 365 days of the year. It inspired me to do something to help you release stress and reactivate your romance. So here we are. And I am so excited to welcome one of my super friends, the B3 specialist, the founder of MiBella Wellness in Birmingham, Alabama, the B-Ham, who's one of my super friends and also my personal doctor. Yes, I drive 5.5 hours to go to the B3 specialist to get me right on together. Welcome, Dr. Mia Cowan.
Thank you. I'm so excited to be here, Dr. Michelle.
Thank you for being here. I'm so glad that you said yes, because baby, I am ready for you to spill all the tea on the ageless intimacy. Because look, let me tell y'all a little story right quick. So back in June 2020, 2020 set off all kind of things. And I had started juicing and adding frankincense to my juice. And at the same time, I started Kundalini yoga. And then I got this heat. And I said, y'all, I think I activated something with this frankincense and this Kundalini yoga because I'm all hot. She said, no, girl, that's a hot flash. And she said, Dr. Michelle, you don't have to do it like that. I said, you know what? You sure are right. She said, you need to come see me. And yes, I got my labs, got in the car and went to see her. But we're going to get to that. So Dr. Mia, this is what the people want to know. Number one, like I was talking about stress. How does overwhelming stress affect you?
Well, I think stress, like you said, is one of those things we're going to all experience, but it definitely, especially for women, it can decrease the sex drive. For some reason with men, stress doesn't necessarily decrease their sex drive. But stress for women many times will decrease the sex drive. And because our mood may be off, because stress for us can cause more anxiety, more depression. And then what that does is it pulls our attention from real intimacy and our sex drive and libido. And we're in that fight and flight kind of mode where we're trying to fix whatever is going on. And I think it's worse because when we're younger and we're stressed, if you think about it, it didn't make you not want to have sex. I mean, it just made it where it didn't change your libido. So I think the combination of normal stress as we age, as well as change in hormones, and of course some lifestyle things can definitely decrease the libido.
So would you say the stress or anything else can be roadblocks to your romance and your libido?
I can say that stress can be a roadblock. Yes, definitely. Especially if you're not doing those normal things you should be doing anyway, like having your therapist that you can talk to about your stress to relieve the stress. If you're not exercising to really relieve the stress, not doing your meditation, I think it can become overpowering.
Okay. And in the past, have you ever had roadblocks to your romance?
Definitely, because I'm an Asian woman. So I am 45 now. So I would say probably in my mid 30s, but I had a lot of stress going on. So that was during the time that I started my practice. That was also during the time that I had a baby because I was one of those late bloomers. So I had my baby in my 30s. And then it was a very difficult financial time for me around 38. So during that time, with all the stress that I had going on, I did not care anything about being intimate with my husband, which we all know is not very healthy for him, for me, or our relationship. So yeah, I definitely can think back to during those stressful times. And so during those stressful times, that's when I checked my hormones and realized that my testosterone was low, but it wasn't just low testosterone at that point. It was definitely stress. But what I do find is that I deal with stress better when I'm hormonally balanced. So when I'm not hormonally balanced, something can happen and it can just like blow my mind. Whereas if I'm hormonally balanced, that same thing, I won't respond to it quite the same way. So I don't notice that stress at this point, as long as I'm hormonally balanced, makes such a negative impact on my libido. And I think too, I'm older and I understand the importance of intimacy, not just for my relationship, but for me. I feel better when I have regular endorphins released during a climax. I feel closer to my husband when we're more intimate, more frequently. And my husband's a much nicer person too when we are more intimate. I get a lot more things done around the house. I have my Christmas decorations put up outside. So I think that stress plays a part, but I think being hormonally balanced and doing all of those other wellness things will keep stress from negatively affecting our sex life.
I love it. So the next question I'm going to ask is what you did to overcome those roadblocks. But before you answer, here's the thing, everyone. I'm going to stop streaming on Facebook. So Facebook, if you want to know the tea on how to overcome the roadblocks, then you have to register at releaseromance.com and get all the tea because we are going deep and make it a sacred and safe space for everyone to get their most intimate questions answered about intimacy. So see you soon. Bye.
Go register. Get all this good tea.
All right. So